Happy Saturday evening, everybody, and welcome to the Nona Boss Continuum. I know this is like super impromptu, but I got to thinking today how much I'm thankful for all of you. And I thought I would just kind of like come on for a few minutes and just kind of like tell you guys, let y'all know how grateful and how thankful I am for all of you. And it's just, I don't know, you guys just warm my heart. And when I think about, what my life would be without all of you, and it just, I'm like, you know what? I want to go on and tell everybody how thankful I am. Um, Thanks, Gary. All right, let me just go through here. I've got, hey, Griff. So glad you're here. Of course, Mr. Gary Spikes. So glad you're here. Miss Jean Hudson, same. Oh my God, you guys are just amazing. Raymond, hi, Raymond. I'm so glad you're here as well. Crystal J. Hey, Crystal J. We have to still meet. You couldn't make it to Ozark, the Ozark conference. So, hopefully soon, hopefully soon. Hi, how are you, Sue? So glad to see you here as well. And Flat Rock. Hi, honey, how are you? Let's see. Anybody else sneak in on me? Anybody else? Lara, hi, Lara. How are you, honey? Good to see you. Rosa, hi, how are you? So, okay, so you guys, like, first of all, I want to thank all of my channel members. I've got amazing channel members. I've got like Cynthia Prince. She was like thank you, Raymond. I appreciate that. Cynthia Prince was like my very, like my very first membership, and from day one, her, she's been with me for 4 months. Lenny has been with me for 3 months. Gary for 3 months. Pyromedic for 2 months. Larry for 2 months. And then I know some of you just got some, gifted some memberships. Lara, Jean, and Brown Dwarf, and Griff, Judy Wheeler, and Brian Barber, and Henry both just joined also this weekend. So I just wanted to give everybody a shout out. And just wanted to thank you guys so much, because you guys doing that and supporting me and encouraging me, and just kind of like, y'all don't know how much it really means to me. Like, I got a new, and just so that you guys know, like the support that you guys give me, it goes right back into my channel. So I've ordered a new mouse, because y'all know I've been needing a new mouse. And I got a new microphone, and I'm hoping I sound much better. I had 2 other microphones that I don't know, it just still sounded like I was in like a well or something. Hey, Catherine. And yeah, it came today, and I was putting it up, and I was plugging it in, and I was getting things situated. And I was just like, oh my gosh, thanks, guys. I just needed to tell you guys how much I appreciate all of you, all of the super thanks, the super chats, the memberships. And without you guys, you know, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for your support, your encouragement, and gifting me with these amazing things so that I can continue to bring you guys better content. I even got, y'all can't see it because it's off screen, but I even got like a better, I don't know what it's called. It's like a little, like a tripod stand for my, hi, Jane. a little tripod for my light, my ring light. And I just, thank you guys. Like if it wasn't for y'all, and even like the pink lights behind me, like, like I got that stuff. You guys helped me get that. Like little things, and it means so much to me, so much. And thank you, Gary. Thank you so much. And who did I just see? Oh, Roger. Hi, Roger. How are you? Thanks for popping in. Like I said, I know this is super impromptu, but I just had to tell you guys how thankful I am. And I just I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm so blessed because of all of you guys that have helped me along the way. Um, you know, uh, Lee, I don't want to cry. I got to start reminding myself that there's no crying in Bigfoot. No crying in Bigfoot. Um, I want to thank Lee McNew for literally. Hey, Matt. Matt, do I sound good? I did get a new mic. So let me know. Hey there. So good to see you. I hope you guys had a great holiday. Matt did not get to spend it with me this time. He was visiting other family members. So I sure did miss you around here, Matt. Um, but yeah, I had a great Thanksgiving, but oh, I'm sorry. I got distracted. Squirrel. That's Lee. Lee always did that on his show. Um, but Lee McNew was my very first like guest. And oh, Laura, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Um, that's awesome. Yeah, like Lee was like, I had seen Lee's channel and I don't know, I just kind of like I loved what he had to say. And then I saw him, he was on Bigfoot Odyssey and he co-hosted on Bigfoot Odyssey a few times. And I don't know, I just felt like he was so intelligent and he had so much to say and I just loved it. And I reached out to him and I thought, "Oh my gosh, it's my first show and I really would love to have a conversation with Lee." And yeah, it just happened like that. Um And it was great. It was really good because he really kept me calm. It was a bundle of nerves the entire way through, and yet he still had a way of keeping me, like, calm. Like, "It's all good. Like, you've got this." And he has been an amazing supporter of me, um, from day 1, and he still is, and you know, um gosh, I wish he would come back. I wish he would come back to YouTube, and you never know, maybe one day he will. But until then, he's still my friend and still an amazing supporter and gives me so much encouragement. Um, you did, Gary, and you and Gene Hudson, you and Gene Hudson. I don't even think you guys. Well, I I know for a fact Gary Spikes Sr. has never missed one show. Hi, little Patty. Never missed one show. And right behind him is Gene and Flat Rock and Pyromedic and Laura. As a matter of fact, Laura was the very first person to ever give me like a super chat, like the very first. I don't know why I just kind of had this like feeling to just do some oracle readings. I don't know why. It was just because I can never I have so much respect for all the people that can just kind of like turn those gifts on and off. I do not. My gifts don't work that way. They really don't. I either it's going on or it's not going on. It's weird. And I just that day Lara was like, I mean, I was just doing them for free. I wasn't even charging money or anything. It was just like I really, really felt like to that I don't know, there was messages that needed to be given, and Laura was the very first person. She gave me a super chat, and I will always forever be grateful. Um, Another person too that I am beyond blessed, and thank God he's here in the chat, my son, Matt, who has, let me tell you what, he has been my biggest supporter. There's no crying in Bigfoot. Why do I keep wanting to cry? I cannot cry. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. Patrick, hi, how are you? um, Matt has been there through it all. Through it all. He has been my sounding board. He has been my a lot of times co-creator, and a lot of times, just my kid, right? Like, just okay, I'm your mom and I'm going through this crazy shit on YouTube and I need to talk to you. You know what I mean? Like, he really has. He's really been very encouraging. Uh, he's created my first, my intros, my outros, like, so creative, and just making all kinds of, avatars for me and things. And I just literally, like, without Matt, none of this would be possible, because I never in the world thought I would ever be doing this. Never. Never, never, never. I was like, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. And he still supports me like crazy. And I love him so much for that. Um, Whoo, exactly. Not crying. My eyes are leaking. Yeah, you know what? I've seen some of Laura, I've seen some of Gemma's readings. Yeah. She's really good with the with the decks, and I only have a couple of decks. I have 3. 2 I use more than the other one. I actually had a tarot deck that I don't know, I didn't feel like I connected with it. So I ended up giving it to Matt. I'm like, "Hey, I don't know, does this connect with you? Because it just wasn't for me." Um, Oracle decks are, I don't know why, but I seem to get more, like, clearer messages and clearer impressions and things. So I kind of stick to Oracle decks. So that's what I do. Um, so here's the thing. I have one more. I have a few more people I need to thank. Um, Daniela from Bigfoot Odyssey. Let me tell you what. She has been also another person that has also given me so much love and encouragement. And Jackie, Iron Dogger, those 2 ladies gave me so much encouragement and like, support, like, y'all don't even know. Um, yeah, Jackie and Daniela are amazing. They're amazing. Some other people that I would also want to take this time out and also thank is, DA Roberts, and Robbie and Doc and Steve and all of them over at DA Ex Machina. They have always been supportive to me. They have always promoted me, and I will be forever grateful for that. They are also just amazing human beings and really good friends, and sounding boards for me. And yeah, like, they're awesome over there. So I always promote them. And hi Tombs. So yeah. So if you guys don't already subscribe to DAX Machina, make sure you guys go over there and do that. I don't support him as much as I should. I need to be supporting him and his channel so much, because uh They're special people, very special people. I had such a wonderful opportunity to hang out with, him and his wife and just get to know them, and they're just such lovely people. They really, really are, and, he's been having some, like, health stuff going on, but you know what? We are prayer warriors, and he's gonna get through all of this. I'm not gonna stay on too long because I don't know if he has a show tonight at 9. Honestly, I don't know, and I don't wanna step on toes. Some other people that I would also like to take time out and thank is Shane Carpenter and Randy Harrington. Um, they have showed me in real time what real research is about. Real research. And there was I have a lot of conversations with Shane. We talk about, like, all different kinds of things, right? Like speculations and theories and all that kind of stuff. And I love it when he comes on my channel, and he's going to come on not, pretty soon again. And no, oh, Toombs, no show tonight. Okay. Well, he's probably just still, recuperating. Um so yeah, uh but I will tell you guys, um Randy Harrington, he and I had a conversation many months ago. He and I had this amazing conversation, and he changed my mind on things, a lot of different things. He made me stop and think. And this is months and months and months ago. This isn't something new. It's not, this conversation didn't take place when I was in Ozark. This conversation took place like almost an entire year ago. Um, but he made me stop and think about what I believe and why I believe it. To the point where there were some things that, I wasn't really sure where I stood. And then there were other things that I thought for sure I knew exactly where I stood. And then at the end of that conversation, it was like, he's such a real human being. Like, he's not going to tell you what you want to hear. It's like tough love. Like, he gives it to you such tough love. And that conversation that day completely kind of made me pivot, because he was asking me hard questions, just like we talked about the other night. He was literally asking me some hard questions about why I believe certain things. And I left that conversation. It was such a thought-provoking conversation. And we talk, and I say that all the time. We talk about that, about having these thought-provoking um conversations. And he really did that for me. Like, he made me stop to think. Yeah. Yeah, Catherine, he is. Shane and Randy are awesome. They are really amazing people. Um, yes. Yes, right? You're right, Laura. It's good to reevaluate when you believe and or what you believe and why every so often, because as we go through life, right, and we learn new things and we experience new things, it can make your beliefs shift. And I also had a conversation with Matt one day about Dogman. He and I had this really long conversation about Dogman. I'm not saying I don't believe in Dogman, but he was another one that, like, made me it he was challenging me on what I believed and why. And it's like those conversations, they make you stop and really, 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 really re-examine yourself, right? And that is never a bad thing. It's never a bad thing to maybe say, okay, well, yeah, all right, I believe this way. Um, but why? Why do I believe this way? Somebody came up and asked me why. I need to be able to explain to them why I believe this or why I believe that. So I know that you guys have seen my channel kind of evolve over the last year. And it's really been because of these hard conversations with Matt, with Randy, with Shane, Gary. Gary is another one that, I reach out to. Um, I mean, G- Gary's amazing. He's so loyal and so kind and giving and just, sometimes I just need a little bit of friendship sometimes and just somebody to go, it's okay, I got your back and it's okay. We're here for you. And that, like, he's like my biggest cheerleader, him and Jean. It's like, thank you guys. Thank you guys for that. Another person that I really want to thank is hi Ryan, Monster Radio. How are you, Ryan? Listen, Ryan's another one I would like to thank. Hi, shucking it down with cornbread. Ryan's another one that I'd also like to thank because Ryan also, he's one of those amazing, deep thinking individuals. Um, and he will pose, he's a brave man, but he will post things on Facebook and pose questions. And they make me think every time. And I think, hey there, Thomas. They make me think. And I appreciate that, and Ryan, what you bring to this community is extremely important. And I know that, it's not easy to go on Facebook or YouTube and kind of like say certain things, but I, seriously, like the questions and the thought provoking commentary and things that you post and you make people think, and that is what we need. We have to start thinking about and examining what it is we're thinking about and what it is we're believing in. And I appreciate that, Ryan. I really do. I really do. Yeah. Yeah, I'm one of your favorite people, and you're one of my favorite people. Um, let's see. Another person that I wanna like do a big shout out to is Chris Hensley. Um, he's really, I mean, he's another person that I'm able to kind of like reach out to and bounce things off of. And I'll tell you what, the day when I started, the day that when I did this episode last week, right, about the whole, fake book thing, uh, and the indoctrination, he was the first person that I sent him a the episode on this, obscure channel that was talking about, cults and indoctrination. I sent it to him and I'm like, listen, would you just do me a huge favor? I have an idea for a show and I'm putting things together. And I said, I really need somebody to bounce this off to. And please, can you just watch this? It was like a 2-hour show. I'm like, can you please just go and listen to this thing and let me like bounce ideas off of you? And, you know, he did it. Like, he's like that. He's like I would tease him all the time, and I tell him he's my Bigfoot bestie. And he got it. Like, he understood it, and he totally, like, understood where I was going with it. And then even after I did the show, he went back and like re-listened to it again and was like, "Holy cow, everybody needs to see this episode. Everybody needs to watch this one." He's like, "You outdid yourself." And I was so, yeah, I was fired up. I was fired up that day. Um, but I still, again, you never know what can happen when you do these types of tough love kind of shows. You never know what can happen. And through all of that, I just kept watching the views go up and up and up, and the comments not one negative comment, not one. And it was positive. It was a positive thing. Um, and I really hope that it's not the last conversation that's had in this community regarding these things. I really, I pray that we continue to raise our standards in the community. I really do. Um, so I have, Chris has also helped me with like technical stuff. He's the one that helped me with my store, with my merch store. Go check out my merch store, guys. There's like 5 designs up now. There's 5 designs. I think there's still a sale going because it's like Thanksgiving weekend or Black Friday weekend or whatever. I think it might only be 15% or something. I can't remember. Um, but go check out my store. Um, e Oh, really, Gary? Do tell. I would love to know. I would love to know. You have to give me a call or something and tell me about that. Um, but, yeah, so there's like I have like 5 different designs on my in my merch store. I've got other designs in the works. Somebody even said that I should do one called, you know, Sassy Boss. I don't know. And y'all can give me some feedback on how if you wanted a shirt that says Sassy Boss, but it's there definitely I will tell you there's a jackalope in there. And if y'all don't know the jackalope story, Matt, it was the very first, if you go back to my channel, I don't know, a year ago or so, Matt and I used to do a show called Dive into the Depths. And it was the very first episode we did together. And uh the premise of the entire show was I would bring on or I would, do like the research on a cryptid, on different cryptids, and I wouldn't tell him what it was about. I would we it would he would come in blind into the show blind, not knowing what we were going to talk about. And Matt, there was a jackalope that someone had given to me, and I had put it in Matt's room, and it was in his room as a teenager for a while, and then all of a sudden one day he was like, "This shit's creepy. I can't take it. You got to get this thing out of my room." So we got rid of it. But then, so the very first cryptid I bring up was the jackalope, and his face was priceless. He's like what? Like what? Like it was great. It was really, 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 really good. Um, and it was funny. And then last Halloween, not the one that just passed here in 2023, but 2022, I dressed up as a jackalope. And that Gary and Jean, y'all were in that show. I know y'all was that not the funniest thing in the world? Because what I did was um I I told him I was running late because I didn't want him to see me backstage. I wanted you guys to see his reaction. So I told him I was running late. And then I popped on the screen and he was dying. It was hilarious. And it was part of my intro for a while too. Yeah, the jackalope was great. Sassy boss, yeah. Sassy boss with your avatar. Yeah. So I've got some more designs coming and but I just so thankful to Chris for helping me out with that. He's put a lot of work into behind the scenes stuff for me and I'm very grateful. Uh at least Matt didn't fall for a snipe hunt. I'm still bitter about that, and I was 7 years old when I fell for that one. Roger is asking, "Nana Boss, have you ever had grizzly on your show?" No. I have not, but I am going to invite him. I'm gonna invite him. I know he's been busy. He does so many shows, and this weekend, I knew he was kinda taking the entire weekend off, and I'll tell you what, he deserves it. I don't even he does sometimes he does, you know, 2, 3 shows a day. I mean, I'm lucky if I can get 2 shows a week, and he sometimes does 2 or 3 in a day. Like, it blows my mind. I don't know, he just like, I don't even know how he keeps all of the shows straight. He has so many. Um, oh, I promise, Gene, I won't pull a bicycle. I won't pull a bicycle out on him, I promise. Um, so yeah, but I am gonna ask him to come on whenever he has got an opportunity. Um, I am I'm also gonna tell you guys too what I have been noticing on my channel, and you guys might have noticed too. Um, there's 2 or 3 people there are 2 or 3 people, and I'm convinced it's part of this, orchestrated attack that's been happening to my channel. It's if you guys watch, it's hilarious. It's so fun. I'm actually it makes me laugh every single time I see it. Because like when I like when I, like when you log in and you see like it shows you like your subscriber numbers or whatever. So if I'm like logging into YouTube Studio, kind of doing behind the scenes stuff, making changes and these kinds of things. Like, so you see it. Like, I don't pay attention to my subscribers like I used to. I really wanted a community channel. I wanted that that community tab, not channel, but tab. I wanted it so bad. You guys know how bad I wanted it. And then after I think you had to have 400 subscribers. And when I hit that, I quit looking. I don't look anymore. I don't really pay attention. I don't track it like, oh my God, I'm gonna, I don't. I just don't anymore. But I have noticed lately it's either one person with 2 or 3 accounts who are changing or doing, because it seems like all of us, like I'll log in and I'll have X amount. And then all of a sudden in one day, I'll lose 2 to 3 subscribers. And then the next time I log in, I don't know, 3, 4 days later, they're back. And then they'll go and they come back and they go and look. And it's been happening over the last, like, I don't know, like 2 months since all this stuff started, right? So I don't know. I think that it's related to all of that, but I don't really care because they can keep to one, 2, 3 subscribers here or there doesn't make a difference to me because if I never get to 1,000 subscribers, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me because this is what matters to me. All of these amazing people that are here right now, and that's all that matters to me. All of you who maybe you're watching it tomorrow or later tonight or whenever, later in the week, whenever, that's what matters to me. That's who matter to me. I could care less how many like how many subs I have. I don't care. It's never been about that for me. Never been it's like I said, I wanted that community tab because the community tab for me was like, "Oh, that's a way that I can stay connected to people outside of my shows." And like that was like my lifeline to all of you. So it was kind of like that was like a big thing for me and I really really wanted to reach that goal. And when I did after that it was like, okay, okay, 500 or whatever. So, whatever it is, like it's not been a focus of mine. Um, and it just never has been. Aw, thank you, shucking it down, cornbread. I love you too. Um, so yeah, so I just find it interesting. But if you got double check, make sure that you guys have your notification bells on for my channel. And the reason that I'm saying that is because I'm probably over the holidays, I'm probably not going to have any like set shows and set shows at set times or set days. And I have reasons for that. It's a little, uh, it's a little strategic on my part. I kinda have to do it for a specific reason, and then probably in when a little time goes by, I'll be able to share with y'all, uh, why I've had to be a little strategic that way. But I kinda don't feel like what day or time I go on, I mean, my views are still about the same. I mean, granted, if I have somebody like, you know, oh, honey, absolutely. Anytime, Ryan, anytime. Anytime. I will definitely Randy, I would Randy Harrington. Thank you, Ryan. Reach out to me. You know how to get in touch with me. Absolutely. Randy, I was just talking about you. I was just talking about how thankful I am for you and for Shane. And I was kind of sharing with everybody about that conversation you and I had many months ago about what I believe and why, and how it kind of like allowed me to really, really, think inside and re-examine and examine what it is I think I believe and why. And it was a thought-provoking, conversation, and and how thankful I was so thankful to you, and so I it just left me with so much respect for you. And I appreciate you very much. Because listen, guys, not for nothing. Randy doesn't just say stuff, he lives it. He lives it. What comes out of his mouth, he lives every single day. Every day. Shane too. Every day. 'Cause I've seen over time, I have seen getting to know them, I have seen that you guys you guys are the ones that's why I'm all like mad respect and love for you guys, because it's like you guys, you don't just talk the talk, you walk the walk. And you guys are amazing examples to all of us. You, Shane, and Chris. Oh, you're tuning in. I love you guys so much. Chris is gonna come on the show too. He and I have talked a few times. I know I've invited him on, and whenever his like work schedule kind of like, kind of like gets all worked out, he's gonna come on too. And you guys will get to meet Chris as well. And I am jealous. Jealous. I want to be there with you guys right now. You're right, Patrick. Absolutely. The most dedicated people. Yep. So yeah, so I am. I'm it's awesome that you guys the three of y'all popped in, because I just was thanking you guys. Um, I'm trying to think. I know I probably should have written everybody down that I wanted to kind of thank. And gosh, I hope I'm not missing anybody. Catherine Gay also, she's in the chat, or she was at least a little bit ago. Oh, you're nursing the campfire and you got recorders out. Ooh. Yeah, Randy and Shane's channels are on my recommended channel list. If you guys go to my channel, their channels are there. Make sure, if you're not subscribed, go and subscribe to their channels. Yeah, they got some awesome stuff going on. And I will always puff you guys up. Always. I'm like your biggest cheerleader for sure. If I had pom-poms, I would be like, eh. Um, but yeah, like I know I'm forgetting somebody. I know I'm forgetting somebody. I should have made a list. I should have, but I just again, I wanna thank you guys all for your support and your love, your encouragement, and thank you guys for everything. Yeah, going back to the show that I did last week, um, about indoctrination, um, I do wanna say one thing about that show. I gotta choose my words. Pat, I put the link in the chat. I put the link in the chat because I wanna just, give a voice to anyone else that might, uh yeah, I'll bet that's exactly what they're doing, Chris, I know it. Um, I put the link in the chat, hoping that somebody would or not just really hoping, but I thought I would give a platform or an opportunity to anybody who maybe had a different view or anybody who might wanna add to the conversation. And Pat clicked the link, and I honestly wasn't sure exactly how that conversation was gonna go because, sometimes, and I think you would agree, he's got some erratic. Oh, Chris. Oh, thank you so much for that. Thank you. I know. I like it too, right? I'm loving the hat. I might I think I'm gonna order some more hats. I kinda like the hat thing. I don't know. I'm liking it right now. So I think that I think that over time that we have seen Pat struggle with things, um, in his personal life. And so I wasn't quite sure what kind of, you know, state he would be in, and I wasn't sure how the conversation was gonna actually go, or even if it was, even gonna be relatable to what we were even discussing. But I still really thought this would is a good thing because, I wanted to walk the walk, right? I wanted to walk the walk. Just like Randy, just like Shane, I wanted to walk the walk. Like, here I was for 2 hours talking to you guys about indoctrination and talking to you guys about cult type behavior and narcissist behavior, and yet giving people chances, giving people opportunities to have a voice, and how important it is that we need to challenge some of the things that are happening in the community. So I thought, wow, well, maybe this is going to be a good thing. And doesn't mean that I'm going to give Pat a complete pass either. And I hope that I didn't. And I hope that nobody perceives that I did. I mean, I'm still not going to ever disrespect someone um, in that manner. I'm just not that way. I'm not that person. But just like we had talked about for 2 hours, about asking questions and having hard conversations, I think that we did that. I think that I accomplished that with him. Oh my god, Randy, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much. Um, so I think that having that real hard conversation, it kind of sent a message, in my opinion, that I'm walking the walk. I'm going to walk the walk. I'm not gonna sit up here and just talk and talk and talk and just tell, like, you know, do as I say, not as I do, right? Like, I don't ever wanna be that person. And but I also am not that girl who's gonna sit back and let you walk all over me. I'm not her. I'm not that. I'm not that, and I am also I don't ride people's coattails. Just saying. Just saying. I don't ride coattails. Nope. That is one thing I do not do. It's probably why, uh, you know, some people are no longer in my life, because I don't do that, and I can't stand it when other people do it. So, yeah. And, yeah, you're right, Laura, I have spunk. He has no s Shane is using the excuse that he has no service to do. Good one, Shane. I'll remember that. I'll remember that. I love it. Thank you guys so much. Um, yeah, I do. I have spunk. I do. I can be a spitfire, and it's funny because my granddaughter is the exact same. She's just unapologetically herself. It's like, I love it. I love it. And I wish I had that confidence when I was her age. And she just is so confident, and I love it. Um, but you guys, I'm sorry, going back to that whole thing with Pat, I appreciated the fact that, because it kind of drug out for a little while. It kind of drug out. We kind of got off track a little bit, but brought it back, and then, it was. But yeah, we have to start doing that though. We have to start having these hard conversations with other people that we may not really, maybe we don't like, or maybe it's somebody that we wouldn't really like hang out with in person, like in our real life. But I mean, they're in this community too. So I feel like it's in, mom, when you get off, please give me a call. Oh goodness. Okay, will do, Matt. Will do. It won't be much longer, love. Um, Shane really has no service up here, so he's wearing the buttons off. Off the touch. Yeah, Shane, it's all because you have probably that Android phone that you won't get rid of. It's probably the issue. I'll bet Randy has an iPhone and Chris probably has an iPhone, and you've got that Samsung. You've got that, or no, not Samsung, but it's Android. Sorry, Android. I don't know what kind it is. I love it. Um, but I wanted to have that hard conversation. I mean, I could have shut it down really, really, really fast, but I didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do that. I wanted to hear what he had to say. Like, it's okay. Like, it's good. I'm an adult, you're an adult. As long as you respect me and I respect you, then we should be able to have a hard conversation. And I think that Pat and I did that. I think that we were able to not only have that hard conversation, but I think at the end, not that I was convincing him of anything, but I think at the end he realized that it's possible. Those conversations are possible and can be had. They really can be. They really can be. So, thank you guys for allowing me to spend a little time with you guys. And my gosh, I'm gonna be so torn up if I've forgotten anybody. If I've got forgotten to thank anybody. Oh my goodness. I don't want to end this unless I've gotten everybody, but every single subscriber, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for showing up, for watching my shows, for supporting me in the comments and the likes and sharing my stuff out. Jane, yes, Jane, there we go. There's two more people, Jane and Garrel. Let me tell you, thank you, Griff. They have been very supportive of me. They have always been there from day one. Not well, no, I don't know if it's well, maybe so, day one. I don't know. I think we go way back. We go way back. And I love them to death. They are sweet, caring, loving people with big, big, big hearts. And they listen, this is another reason why their channels are on my recommended channel section of my tab, because their channels are just like my channel. They don't get involved in drama. Nope. They don't get involved in the drama. So if you don't already subscribe to Jane, Chiro Sounds, and Midwest Night Watchers, my gosh, blanked out. Garrel, I'm telling you, go and subscribe to their channels. Lenny, hi, how are you? Lenny, I thank Lenny as well. Lenny has supported my channel in many, many ways as well. Personally, when I've gone through some crazy things, he was kind of what he does, in his real life helped me in my real life. Like, thank you, Lenny, for all of that. And Jane and Garrel, thank you guys for also taking a stand, not getting and choosing sides, and no drama. And I love you guys for that. I can't tell you how much that means to me, to so that we can, have conversations and have guests on and just, entertain people and be informative and give them information. And I just think it's super important. And I think that we need more of that in this, in this, community. And I want to say too, I know that Val, in case Val watches this later, Val, I did get you Gary's contact information because she won a giveaway the other night. Gary is going to be sending her a walking stick, because he makes these amazing walking sticks. And the other two people were Kathy Westerman and Henry White. They were the other two people that were that got picked for giveaways, and your stuff was already purchased and it's on its way to you guys from my merch store. So I took care of that yesterday. So I wanted to make sure you guys knew that. If we do a giveaway, we do a giveaway. And I always make sure that things get out timely to everybody. So we'll probably do another couple of giveaways, probably sometime in December. I'll probably do them. There's some, I have some other designs, so I want to definitely do that. Hey, Paranormal Voice, that must be my buddy Dale. Dale is also another one that has been very, very supportive. Him and Michael John, they're so sweet, like out of the blue. And it must be some paranormal thing. I don't know. Call me crazy, but it seems like every single time I'm going through a rough patch, I will literally get a message. They will send me a message, one of them or both, sometimes one of them or sometimes both of them will send me this message and be like, hey, just want to let you know we love you. Just want to let you know I'm thinking of you. Just want to say, super, they're just, hey, and there's Hoffcast. Listen, Hoff, I love you because you make me laugh. Your channel makes me laugh so much. Y'all have to go and check out Hoffcast. He's funny. I mean, he does commentary on stuff, right? He'll do commentary. Sometimes he has a guest, but he'll do he just did this commentary, a couple of videos on Corey Feldman, thinking that he's a rock star all of a sudden. Hoff, those were the funniest things I'd ever seen. I was laughing so hard. I couldn't catch my breath. I was laughing so hard. So yeah, if you guys want to see some funny stuff and hear some funny comments on funny stuff, go and check out Hoff. He's awesome. He's awesome. I love you too, Dale. You guys are awesome. Yeah. Yeah, and Hoff, I was already a boss. Like, the people that watch his channel, he calls everybody bosses, and I was already a boss when I came on your channel. Like, that was cool because I was, like, already the boss, but not a boss. Um, thank you guys so much. We're gonna call it a night. It's been almost an hour, and I just wanted to thank you guys. I can't, I'm thankful. I'm blessed. I am blessed for all of you, for every single person. You guys are amazing. And I couldn't do it without you. I couldn't do it not without all of you. I really couldn't. Thank you guys. Thank you all. Patrick, I'm smiling. I'm smiling. See, I'm smiling. I've had a smile on this entire show. I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe for the couple times that I almost cried, but I got to keep reminding myself there's no crying in Bigfoot. I got to remind myself that. I love you too, Patrick. All right, guys. Um, please let me just very quickly thank you. Thank you, Lara. Thank you for your super chat. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. I so appreciate you. Randy, thank you. You know how much I love and appreciate you. You guys have been amazing tonight. Thank you guys. And remember, spread love and kindness wherever you go.